Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero, and we are back again talking about that quote-unquote CG Unity, that same CG Unity that has the old throat goat Ethan Van Sciver removing Vaughn, Liam, and KatyDid F's dogs from the CG King's room. It's absolutely hilarious watching CG just absolutely fall apart, as I've always expected it to, and as I always predicted it would. But it's even more interesting that Vaughn was removed. Vaughn Karen, the same guy who didn't know that the Punisher was a real character, while sitting there calling Yaira a girl boss character while never reading Yaira at all. Only watching someone else review Yaira. The guy who is constantly talking about how he's gonna stop being drama against the Ripperverse and stop being drama about Eric July and continue doing his comics, even though he's still hasn't put out Terror in the Trenches Volume 2 or really much of anything except for drama, which is what most of these guys are. All these guys that have been really about is basically drama, and it's absolutely hilarious watching this all fall apart and constantly calling out the nonsense from people like this, especially Liam, who owes people Wonder Island, a book that is 3 years late. You have Ethan, who owes people Rainbow the Fruit, which is now 5 years late, and a bunch of other books that are also years late. So yes, Liam Gray, KatyDid, and Vaughn Karen have all been removed from the CG King's room. Vaughn is apparently too active on Twitter. EVS doesn't like what KatyDid is clipping. And we're going to listen to this video really quick. Let's get into it.
I mean, yeah, it does. It makes me feel weird when there's somebody who is an active Twitter user like Vaughn is, who's in Comicsgate Kings, who has the privilege of being in there and being among all of these other
You have a privilege. It is a privilege to be amongst the people who really don't put out that many comics. It's really Billy Tucci and Graham Nolan and Aaron Presley that are putting out all the books, while everyone else is not really putting out much. But they seem to claim that all their stuff is amazing, even though they barely put out anything, especially old throat goat Ethan Van Sciver himself.
And does not participate. It does make me feel a little bit weird. So that's why he was removed. Why Katie was also involved in way too much drama. And, I told Katie privately, I said,
as she always does, that's literally what her entire channel is built around, is drama.
Your channel right now, your clip channel.
It's basically what your channel's built around as well.
Is all clips of Comicsgate drama. I said, what is going on with you? I can't use any of this stuff. Like, it'd be great if, your clip channel, which is the source, one of the sources that I use for Trashcast, was
Latecast.
actually focused on zeros and SJWs and things like that, but it's focused.
Then it should be focused on you. You are literally King SJW.
On Liam and Anna crying and this and that, and it's like, it's worthless to me. What am I going to go through? And then all these clips of me in there. Am I going to show me? Then you guys go, Ethan likes to listen to himself, and I do, but it's just kind of redundant. That's all it is. So I just
it's called being a narcissist.
Talked to Katie in private and said, Katie, please fix that. Katie is like a sweetheart. I'm not
100% not a sweetheart. She's 100% a piece of shit.
Mad at any of these people at all. And I did tell Liam that one of the things that Katie.
Yeah, all of them removed. And it's just like Richard Embry says, the choke chain in action, the same thing he's always talked about, the same thing that I've talked about before. He uses you for what he needs you to use you for. When you're no longer useful, he gets rid of you. That's pretty much all he does. KatyDid farms content. After Ethan Van Sciver told KatyDid dogs to focus her clips more on the zeros, we get this. She gives us 2 new clips about Eric July, one of which is only because her/CG paid for super chats to farm content. We're going to talk about that. Which Saska to back? Okay, what are these clips, bro? This is just absolute trash. Like, nobody cares, bro. We'll get into it, though. But then you had this message put out by KatyDid herself, a person who did have me blocked. And once she had me blocked, I blocked her back, because that's what I typically do when people block. I block them back. I'm sorry, Comicsgate. I haven't made good choices lately, and the quote-unquote dramas have led me to not fulfilling my job here. Yeah, clip a bunch of stuff for your throat goat frog daddy to cry about on a daily consistent basis. That's literally your job, being a drama tuber. By focusing on what matters the most, like helping people, promoting, reviewing comics, and lastly, start listening to the ones who do care about me that I've forgotten. Girl, I promote, review, and help more people than you do. I review more comics than you, I promote more comics than you, I help more people than you do. What are we talking about here? I feel like I've disappointed a lot of people and I have no one to blame but myself. Pretty much, I gotta get my stuff together, put on my big girl pants, and let my actions start speaking louder than just my words. Also, I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. I'll see y'all next week. Love you, CG. P.S. I'll still be clipping, though, so be sure to turn on your notifications so you're alerted when I drop new clips this week. Like, nobody really cares, bro. So getting into this stream here, I was sent some clips, I was sent some timestamps from the Tuesday Night's Main Event stream, because apparently when you just do a stream talking about, you know, pop culture and video games, apparently haters have nothing better to do with their lives than to spend. Some of them are actual people that don't like EVS and make fun of him, but we'll get into it here. Let's start with this one.
As with a $5, Eric, with your massive surplus of unsold action figures, what's your plan to unload them? Ollies to site beside Rose Tico Toys, or scam another charity? Thank you for the $5 melting.
I'm gonna give them to your mom.
No. $50 minimum.
$50 minimum, Beardo.
What the fuck are we doing?
But
what?
Now we know.
Following the rules.
Now we got an insight in the room. He's giving them to the guy's mom. That's pretty
Yeah, I'm giving it to
nice.
his mom.
Hey.
I'm sure your mom
She
needs
does-
more action figures, okay?
I got it.
Yeah.
Set 'em up.
man.
Jeez. Yeah. Pretty much get cooked.
He'll drop him off himself. Be like, take him, bitch.
Drop him off
Do some.
himself.
And you know what? You know what?
Yeah,
First,
I gotta
yours.
watch the program.
But anyway, let's move on to the next one. This is, of course, Elite Neo. Shout out to him. He's the one that sent me all the timestamps. Appreciate you for doing that. Let's get into it.
Elite Neo with a $20. I see a certain urinal enthusiast is trying to stir things up instead of working on his late books. No
Like Rainbow the Fruit and Fearsome and Helephant.
worries. More of us to point and laugh at when Lord Raptor Jesus goes live in a few. Hail Eric and Hail War Campaign.
Shout out.
Very good.
Bro.
There we
No
go.
enthusiast.
Thank you.
Very good,
Ethan
very
Joe
good.
With a 20.
Very good. And the next one is going to be, of course, for Alpha Core, because most of these idiots have no idea how comics works. They have no idea how the comic industry works. And number 2 always sells less than number 1. Plus, Alpha Core once was a more expensive book, had more product to buy. These are things that they'll, of course, take out of context, of course, when it comes to talking about how things are selling, even though I'm pretty sure Alpha Core number 2 is well over 100K, but let's continue.
$5.
What do you call your patty melt?
Eric.
Cobra Command Witch.
Dan with a $5.
That was actually pretty good.
Eric, Alpha Core 1 sold for $2 million or so. Now Alpha Core
It was 1.3 million.
2 is barely. What the fuck are we doing? Is this another your mom?
Yes. Yeah.
Just
Probably.
Just
Thank
But
you
no,
for
I answered the
$5.
question honestly because it's fun to talk
Okay,
economics.
all right.
Well,
Eric, Alpha Core 1 sold for $2 million or so. Now Alpha Core 2 is barely over 100,000. How do you explain such a failure of a sales drop-off?
it's simple mathematics. By the way, Alpha Core 2 is like more than half the price of Alpha Core number 1, and the collection is not as long. It's like 75 days. So, you know, when you sell something for cheaper, you don't make as much money. That's what happened. Damn us for trying to make cheaper products for our customers. What it's about.
Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying. These guys don't understand that the books are smaller, the campaigns are shorter, there's less product to buy, and everything is cheaper. Imagine everything being cheaper and expecting more money to come out. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Movie with the $50. This is the one you wanted me to read? With the $50 says, I'll be the Rippa hater. Fuck you, Rippa, for giving me the product I paid for on time. You set for yourself. Man, it's too hard to sound this stupid.
It's exactly. Imagine being so mad at a person for giving people the product on time and it being good, by the way, because most of the stuff written from the Rippaverse is, of course, written by the legendary Chuck Dixon, like the Horseman, Alpha Core, and things of that nature. So, what are we honestly doing, bro? And this is the last one, of course, making fun of EVS once again.
NCR Uncle with the 5. Doesn't Rippa know you're supposed to go to baseball games, concerts, and vacations and not deliver your books ever? What are we doing? Beardo Gordo. Thank you for the 5.
So yeah, basically everyone is seeing exactly what EVS is doing. Doing exactly those things. Rather than working on late books, he's enjoying his life, I guess, instead of fulfilling the products that his customers paid for. How terrible is it that Eric can deliver products after it was paid for? and this is of course other people in the chat saying the Ripper haters need to tell their frog lord to actually put out his product that is almost 6 years late. I haven't really followed anyone CG affiliated in ages, but I guess the pie-eating blob from Jersey has consumed the entire consumer movement at this point. Yes, and turned it into trash. And it literally hurts the little guys who are trying to put out products because they look at the big guys like EVS and realize that, of course, he's not putting out stuff. So what makes people have confidence that the smaller guys will have stuff put out, which is why I'm out here promoting those smaller creators who actually put out great products and fun comics to read. So I think it's absolutely crazy as well that apparently Mint Salad has gotten rid of Riley's retarded ass. So he goes on to say, Mint Salad Saw isn't coming back if it hasn't come back yet. On November 6th, Mint cheated on him with Skizzle Shauna on November 7th before he could find out, and right in the new high they found they left with a bunch of his stuff in the middle of the night. Left him with all the bills, drove around to mutual friends' places and tried to force triangulation tactics on them. Then they took advantage of and stole from a friend of mine that was helping them in Illinois. Until that friend and I went out of state to work together, and then the two of them drove back to his house and broke in, had the locks changed, and stole more stuff. His neighbors called police, and they're going to likely to spiral into more serious trouble from here. So I think it's absolutely hilarious. Also, that apparently he got PTSD for spending 1 day in jail. Oh boy, here we go. After the event, he didn't want to do content anymore. Meanwhile, he was pretending to be a tough guy on Twitter.
And they decided that she didn't want to be with Riley no more. That Riley had settled. That he was no longer ambitious and no longer, looking to better himself and do things, make content. Because Riley had the big Eric July situation, and then he got arrested, and then the way they tell it, the way Min tells it, that Riley basically has PTSD from his stay in jail, right? Well,
oh yeah, because all that tough talk turned him into a huge pussy anyway.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to go to jail. And so, what did they expect him to do? Go down there and fuck with Eric July some more and get a felony and go away for many months? I've been in jail for 8 fucking months.
No.
I don't have PTSD from it, but you don't want to be in fucking jail is all I'm saying.
He has to have the doors open.
Wait. Well,
he feels claustrophobic.
how long did he stay in jail?
1 night.
Okay, well, yeah, I had a few one-nighters before that. I'll tell you one thing, though. 1 night is 1 night too many. And when that door closes behind you, you know where you're at. And you're locked in a cage like a fucking animal. And it's not something you want to experience, to be quite frank. But
well, he shouldn't have fucked around and found out. Fucking huge pussy that he is. Little big guy on the internet, but then absolutely not a tough guy in real life. So I think it's hilarious watching everything just fall apart for these weirdos, fall apart for the CG and all that, the so-called CG unity that's apparently happening that's really not happening. So I just wanted to give you guys this update and so we can laugh at these clowns some more. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like the video, smash the like button, comment below if you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.